Hi guys, it is Saturday, October 4th, 2025. Oh, I only wore this for a few minutes last night, so I decided I wanted to wear it again today. It is really cute. This time I'm wearing black with it and black leggings. I don't know, I have a hard time with pink. Kind of goes back to high school when pink and purple were my favorite colors, but my friends teased me mercilessly. If you liked girly things, it was, something that got picked on. And I stopped wearing pink for a really long time. And then after Taylor was born, she was like obsessed with pink. So I started wearing pink again. And it was like hot pink. Dyed my hair pink. Had fun with it. But then my husband's family was always making fun of me with the pink. So I stopped wearing pink. And as years went by, I ended up tending to like darker colors more than pink anyway. Well, my husband told me that he prefers if I wear pink. So I bought some pink outfits. I don't know. I think the pink, maybe it's the cut of the fabric, but I have black ones that do this. It just kind of makes me feel chunky. I don't know. I'm trying to do something a little different with my hair today. I don't know if it's going to work. I might end up changing it. I gotta get my bangs out of my face to do my makeup. Meow. I don't think I'm doing ears today, though. I didn't work out today. Yesterday I walked 3 miles and I worked out pretty heavily using 20-pound weights on each side. Yesterday? You're trying to play a mod?
Yeah, and something.
Is that a Roblox thing?
No, it's CarsForge.
CarsForge? Honey, I don't know what to do with that.
No.
Go get Daddy. He's in his office. Daddy knows about CarsForge. Yeah, Daddy knows. Daddy knows way more video game stuff than Mommy does. Can you ask Daddy?
It's not. Like, it's blue.
It's blue? Honey, I'm not the computer guy. You gotta ask Daddy. Daddy's the computer guy. Literally, that's what he did for work. That's what his college degree is. All things computers. He used to work in IT, but the company he worked for, oh, they did him dirty. Let me tell you what. The boss of the company had basically been kind of involved in other projects for several years and had his co-owner take over everything, whatever. The company seemed like it was doing well. Then the boss decided that he wanted to make more money and cut all the people that had helped build this company, including my husband. And my husband had been with him for 15 years, had built this company from the ground up. And then so when the boss decided he was going to take over again, he had like a team meeting or whatever, told everybody, hey, profits are up, we're doing great, everybody's doing great. And I don't know, I had such an uneasy feeling about it. The next day, this guy goes to all of his employees, one by one, especially the ones that had been there a long time, and says, by the way, you're fired. I'm replacing everybody with a new team so I can pay them less. Company went under within a month. Company no longer exists. He gutted it. But we were left without an income, and husband went back to school. He went to driving school to get his CDL, and that was 5 years ago. He's been working delivering fuel oil since. Anyway, what was I saying before that? Oh yeah, I pulled a muscle working out. I was doing RDLs, and like the whole workout was just a bunch of different RDLs. And I felt fine until this morning. And I realized I pulled a muscle in my low back. Noticed a couple of stupid dark hairs. Yay, perimenopause! Anyway. So I decided not to work out today. I'm trying to eat in a deficit because I want to drop like 7 or 8 pounds.
I was driving a bit rough with my cookies.
Driving? Your bike, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm recording, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
My cookies are a little bit broken.
Did you drop them?
No, I was riding on the grass.
Oh, and they were bouncing around in your basket too much, or?
Yeah. Basically.
Oh, okay. You should leave a cookie out for that little chipmunk. We have a little chipmunk that built a nest in the ground right next to our house, between our house and our neighbor's house. And so we've been feeding it and watching it like come up and like take the nuts and the berries and stuff that we leave out for it. And Ellie named our little chipmunk friend. She named him Squirrel. Today is the day that 1 year ago Robbie graduated from basic training. That day was both amazing and terrifying. I'm so glad he's home. Right now we're in the middle of a government shutdown and the military isn't getting paid. And I just keep thinking, oh my gosh, I'm so glad he got out. So glad he got out. He's talked to his buddies, and right now they're all of the mind that, hey, it's not a big deal. It's only been a few days. It's going to be fine. We'll get paid eventually. But I don't think it's fair at all that our military is not getting paid. They should be the first people paid. They are our line of defense. They are the people that protect our country. Why are they not being paid right now? I don't like it. I really, really don't like it. These government people playing with people's lives. It's not okay. But anyway. Got a busy day ahead of me. I think I'm working like 6 hours today. And then I got stuff to do at home. It's gotten really, really hot out, which is weird for October. It's supposed to be 80 degrees out today. So that's going to be interesting. Oh, last night, so the kids have this playhouse, or they did. We've had it for like, I think we've had it for like 14 years, maybe. We've had it a really long time. And it's been outside for the last I'm gonna say 12 years. Because originally when we had it, all our kids were little, and we had it in the house, and then we moved it outside. Over the years, it's kind of broken down a bit. You know, it's one of those plastic, like Fisher Price houses. It's like absolutely huge. When we bought it, it was like $400, and we actually got it through a grant program for Teal'c, because before he had PCA and nursing services, he was on a program that they paid for like learning toys and adaptive toys and stuff, and they had a bunch of money at the end of the fiscal year that year, and they said, you need to spend this, otherwise our program won't get this money next year. And so I sat down with his caseworker at the time, and we just picked out a bunch of stuff, and one of those things was that playhouse. So anyways, this playhouse has been outside for a long time, and somehow it got holes in it, and it started to smell. So this year, instead of it being on the deck, a few weeks ago, because it was always on the deck, a few weeks ago I had to move it because we were like putting sealant on the deck, and so I moved it in the backyard. I had the boys move it, and unfortunately they put it right over top the artesian well. We have a natural artesian well, or a spring, whatever you want to call it, that comes up behind our house, and it's always been a pain in the butt because basically we always have this puddle, and because of city codes we can't like dig down and make this water usable or anything. It's just a nuisance. Well, anyway, the kids put it right over top of the artesian well. I was like, well, that's a bad idea, but I was too busy to move it somewhere else, so I just left it. Anyway, it started to smell, and I thought, okay, water's gotten in the holes and it's making it stinky. We need to figure out why. Try to get the water out. Well, we decided that the playhouse was just too old to be salvaged anyway, so we decided to use a saw to just like cut it into small pieces and get rid of it. And Robbie was so excited to do that. He's like, I want to do it, I want to do it. So he takes his dad's saw and chops it up. Well, we found out what the smell was. Inside of one of the compartments of this playhouse, there had gotten a hole in it, and rainwater had gotten in there, and it wasn't even from the artesian well. It was like rainwater because the hole came from the top. A family of mice, like a mama mouse and babies, had apparently taken shelter or moved into it, or she gave birth in there, I'm not sure, and they drowned in the rainwater. So that was where the smell was coming from. It was so gross. Fortunately, it's all taken care of. It didn't affect anybody. It was just, ugh. It's gross. So playhouse is gone now. Completely gone. It is a little bit sad because that's like, aside from Teal'c's little plushie toys, that was like the last thing we still had from him when he was little. But it had to go. Things are going pretty well for the most part. Robbie's adjusted really well to civilian life. He should have an interview this week, actually. Working as a caregiver for one of the companies I work for. I was helping him with his resume, and they told me include any relevant experience, whether it was paid or not. So I did. And he's like, wow, Mommy, you look so impressive. I'm like, no, bud, you make you look impressive. Because you are impressive. My kids, my older kids, started working as soon as they could get jobs because they wanted their own money. And I felt like, you know what, that's a really good way to teach responsibility. And so all of them have pretty good resumes by the time they turn 18. Robbie will be 20 in a couple of weeks. 2 weeks. He's been in the army. He had a job at the grocery store for several years. He, they said to include like babysitting and caregiving, any caregiving experience. So, you know, we included things he did with his little brother. Robbie wants a career in caregiving, which I think is really awesome. And then Dylan, his resume is even more impressive. He's 21. He's had so many different jobs. So much experience. He's a trained accountant, trained in life insurance claims, and he worked as he didn't work as a life insurance agent for very long because he had there's the issue that he was supposed to deny claims to elderly people that were in terrible situations, and he's like, I can't do this. And then he worked for a foundry for a while that was making rocket ship parts for NASA. He works as a chef in a school. He worked as a chef in the restaurant that we worked together at. He's also managing Culver's in the evening. I mean, this kid is like super impressive. He's very hardworking. When he was young, he always was trying to get out of work. You know, when he was a kid, it was so hard to get him to do his homework. But then he blossomed into an overachiever. Sometimes I worry he's going to work himself into burnout, but so far he's doing really well. I should have done this before I did the mascara. I hope it doesn't mess it up. And it did. In front of my ears or behind? I wish my hair is like sort of wavy sometimes, but it doesn't really hold a curl. I haven't tried to like actually curl my hair since I was in high school as well. Whatever. Anyway, see you guys soon.